Good evening, everybody. This is Vivian, and today is Sunday. Beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I am sitting out on my patio, so you'll probably hear like the water feature outside in the lake right outside my window. Pay that no mind. So we are still reviewing this book, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. So, last night, what did we talk about? We talked about how to live a wonderful life. And, kind of went over the things that were in the book about joy, practicing love, accepting people for who they are, being kind, showing respect, and most of all, loving yourself. That is how you live a wonderful, beautiful life. So, tonight, we're talking about an exercise in letting go of fear. You know, that two-headed monster that we uh, let do things to us sometimes. So, I'm going to read the anecdote and then we'll get into it. How about that? All right. Fear prevents you from showing up in your greatest capacity. Instead of letting fear dictate your circumstance, use it to shift you forward into uncharted territory. Without judgment, list everything that you're afraid of, from the seemingly unimportant to your greatest fears. Choose 5 fears and decide on 2 action steps that you can take to move forward, letting each fear go. Repeat as often as necessary. Yeah, I like it, right? Because letting go of basically of that false evidence appearing real. The stick, right? False evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. But this afternoon or this morning actually, I put a post on Facebook, okay? And I talked about this before. Most of the topics in this book I've talked about multiple times because repetition, mother of skill, that sort of thing. And over the last 6 months, and yes, it has been 6 months. It's very amazing how time flies, right? But I posted something on Facebook this morning about fear and just wanted to, present the same questions to you here. Which one of these statements represents you? Okay, here we go. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Those are acronyms for fear. So you decide. You get a choice of which one you want to do. So in the book, it says, instead of letting fear dictate your circumstances, use it to shift you forward into uncharted territory. Now, we've talked about this too before, right? So, using something you fear to push you forward is a major accomplishment. Because when you step over that fear and you can just bounce right over it, oh my God, how wonderful that is. Now, as I mentioned before, and you're probably tired of hearing it by now because my favorite person online is Lisa Nichols, and she says, do it anyway, with knees knocking and teeth chattering. Just do it anyway. Because sometimes you just getting out there and doing something, you'll realize that what you were afraid of was just nothing. It's not even there. I heard a poem, or maybe it was a quote, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was saying, fear came to visit me and was knocking at my door. I didn't want to answer, but when I opened my door to let fear inside, there was no one there. Right? Isn't that cool? There was no one there because fear is just in our imaginations. It's not real. That's not an exact quote. Just don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. But it represents the fact that fear is a false emotion. It's just something that these stories that we're making up in our head, so that we can make those sexy excuses not to do certain things. Now, I'm going to do a lot of random quotes, so bear with me. I also heard Will Smith say once that your best life is on the other side of fear. I like that quote because, once you get past whatever it is that's holding you back, then you'll find that what you were afraid of was just nothing. And all of a sudden you're soaring, and you're winning. And fear is just that thing that it's a forgotten thing, right? So don't give it energy, and fear will disappear, right? List in the book, it says list all the things you fear, uh, and write them down without judgment. Just write them down. So here goes. List all the things you fear on one side of the paper. Then on the other side, write something down that is actually happening, that is even worse than what you fear. Now, what this is going to do for you it's going to show you that what you fear is minimal. I mean, minimal and probably a little bit non-existent. All right. And it's just a figment of your imagination. I don't know if you saw the cover photo out there. It's like somebody's doing a hand puppet, and on the shadow, though, it looks like a really scary monster. Well, that's fear. The reality is it's just a hand. But on the wall, you see a really scary monster when no monster is really there. So in your notes, um, just write down your fears, and then write something really, really scary that's actually happening, and then it'll just calm all those fears right on down, because you'll see that it's not anything that's actually real. Now, imagine this. Okay, here I'm going to give you a scenario, right? So imagine you have written a speech, and you've practiced that speech, and you know that speech backwards and forwards. But you have your speech in your hand, and you're getting ready to go on stage. There's like 1,000 or so people out there waiting on you to come out and speak. And you put your speech down someplace, right? But you've practiced it, right? So you know this thing like backwards, forward, sideways, all kinds of things, but you put it down. The notes basically are there as a crutch for you, just as this backup plan kind of thing. But you panic. You look down, you don't see your notes, and you panic because you can't find your notes. The fear is not real, because you know this speech. You know it backwards and forwards. That piece of paper was just something you were holding on to. And that fear that you're feeling that you're going to mess up or you're not going to do your speech correctly is just false, because you know this speech. So all of a sudden, you push past that crutch and that fear, and you go out there and you kill it on stage, and everybody, you're getting a standing ovation, and what you fear is like a distant memory. That's how you deal with it. Just go out and do it anyway. And you push past all the fear or all that negative feeling that you had, and just do it anyway, right? And this is what happens in everyday life. Fear is just a fake story we make up in our own heads, and it's never real. It's never really what's happening. It's just those stories we make up in here. So, we'll go back to the two questions. So are you going to face everything and rise? Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that. And we're going to talk about thankfulness now. Yes, yes, yes. I have some repeats, but I am very thankful for them. Okay, I am thankful as always for my children and grandchildren. I am thankful that I took time to study and stand in gratitude today. I did that like almost all morning. It was very nice and it made me feel really good. I'm thankful for the many contacts I'm receiving. Again, most of them are have nothing to do with my business, but I'm very grateful to them because today I felt like I helped a couple of people. Even though it had nothing to do with business. I didn't ask for any money. I didn't ask them to purchase anything. It's just I felt like I was helping someone, and that just made me feel good. Um, I'm thankful that I realized my purpose, and I got a chance to talk to a friend about it today, and which kind of took some pressure off me because I was keeping it to myself mostly, and it just made me feel good that I was able to talk to my friend about it today. I'm thankful for my online and my blood family, and I'm thankful that I know exactly what I want, uh, where I want to go, even if I don't know exactly when I will get there. Um, I'm thankful that I'm earning $50,000 per day in pure profit, easily and effortlessly from multiple sources on a continuous basis by July 31st of 2020. I am thankful that the world is healed of COVID-19 and healed of hate and conspiracy theorists to spread it. I am thankful that I have the opportunity to spread joy and inspiration to people, even though the numbers are few. I'm thankful to you, my listeners, and your continued patronage on my channel, and I really appreciate you. And I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you and your families are well and that you're taking care of yourself and you continue to be blessed. And please, I will talk to you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.